I decided to say something. Just perfect, I can continue where you left. For the calculation, I think it's important to know that we have in these 800 billion, 650 billion, the national escape clause, so each member state can use it. And if you calculate this spent over 4 years, together with the 150 billion of SAFE, joint procurement, it's an increase of at least 1.5%. You said rightly so that on average the member states were by 2%. You add the 1.5% potentially for the next 4 years, so you have quite a sum already. I want to emphasize here, and this is even more important, how we spend the money, because it's capability that we need. So if you spend a lot of money on a small amount of capabilities, you have not won a lot. If the industry is really growing at scale, if it is innovative, if we have an industry like in Ukraine, then you get much more capabilities for the same amount of money. And therefore, the SAFE instrument is the important one for the working together, because SAFE means joint procurement. So several member states can join one contract for longer term. For example, to develop an air defense shield for the European Union, or for example, to develop a defense cloud. All things no member state could do on its own, but there needs to be the financial incentive to do it together. And therefore, this combination of you have the national money from the national escape clause, and there's the potential for joint procurement, makes the difference in the approach, how we really turn this huge amount of money into capabilities that are needed here. Capabilities, my last sentence on that one, where we align very strongly with the capability gap of NATO, because for me it's important that we're not redundant, but that we are very strongly aligned. Also, this also goes for the norms and standards that NATO has. It is absolute paramount that we are aligned with NATO on that matter.
We'll take one final question. Henry.
Henry Foy, Financial Times. Madam President, a few moments ago, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz just told reporters that at this council you floated the idea of formulating a European-led WTO, an alternative to the WTO.
European what?
A European alternative to the World Trade Organization.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how that would work? And
yes.
Would the United States of America be invited to participate? And to President Costa and to Prime Minister Tusk, having seen tonight what Donald Trump is offering, do you think that Madame von der Leyen should accept a quick, bad deal or hold her nerve and get into a possible trade war for a better deal? Thank you.
So, I take that part.
Yeah. Good luck.
We have a good division of labor. Indeed, I presented to the European Council the different possibilities and options that we have now with many other countries that want to do free trade agreements. You're familiar with these. What I also presented is, for me, the most attractive and interesting part is that the CPTPP, so the Asian countries, want to have a structured cooperation with the European Union, and the European Union want the same. And therefore I said that we can think about this as a beginning of redesigning the WTO, of course understanding what should be reformed for the positive in WTO, so not repeating mistakes that might have been done in WTO, but to show to the world that free trade with a large number of countries is possible on a rules-based foundation. And this is a project where I think we should really engage on.